What's up, guys? I'm Tom, and this is Tech Time, where I bring you all your tech all the time. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my weekly content. Happy New Year, guys. It's 2019 now. This is my first video of the new year. I took some time off towards the end of last year because I just wanted to, spend some time with family, do the holidays, take some time off, let my mind kind of heal up from the YouTube thing, and then start fresh with a fresh slate and just really kick it off big this year. I have a bunch of things lined up already that I need to get into 2019 with, and today we're going to be starting off with the Nuu Mobile G3. I recently reviewed a phone from them last year. It's a Nuu Mobile G1. It was a $99 smartphone that had pretty good specs for the price point. I was pretty impressed with the phone. Where I normally review flagship phones, it was kind of different for me, and it took a little bit to kind of, adjust my expectations to the price point. But when I did that, I was actually, greatly impressed by the phone. This phone, I'm assuming, is going to be no different. This one looks like a real premium smartphone for $200. Has really good specs. We're going to get into those more, but I'm definitely impressed. Nuu Mobile right now is also at CES, doing some things, unveiling some of the new phones. So definitely go check those guys out on their social medias at Nuu Mobile. So you're definitely going to want to do that. But I'm going to catch you guys over on the unboxing table. We're going to get this thing opened up, and I'm going to give you my first impressions. So I'll catch you guys over there. Okay, guys, so we're going to get into the unboxing. Here it is right here, G3 Nuu Mobile. From what you see in the box, it almost looks like a Galaxy S8 or something like that. This is the red variant, also comes in blue. Then they had a special edition Tiger Eye, which was like a brown with kind of like lighter brown shades in it. I don't know if they still have that variant. We'll have to check that out after. Let's get into the specs a little bit. You have a 5.7-inch HD Plus IPS display, so that's pretty much 720p. You have a MediaTek Helio P25 processor, and that's a competitor to the Snapdragon 625, but it has shown in most benchmarks that the Snapdragon 625 is a little bit more powerful. But I think that's definitely going to be powerful enough to run this smartphone. You have a dual rear camera setup with a 13 megapixel and a 5 megapixel. You have a 13 megapixel front facing camera, which should give you pretty good selfies. You have a dual SIM capability or micro SD card, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of onboard storage, and a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. So let's check out the box. Pull it apart. Nice black box. I do like that. Stylish looking. Get Nuu Mobile branding on the front. And let's see what we got inside. Nuu Mobile. And then you have the smartphone. 18:9 aspect ratio, 1440 by 720, 4G LTE, dual rear cameras, fingerprint sensor. It's the back of it, red. Get your fingerprint sensor right there. Like I said, kind of looks like a Samsung Galaxy S8. Does look like it's glass on the rear, so that's nice. At this price point, you don't see too many smartphones pushing out glass. Let's peel off the plastic. Nice looking screen. It actually has a little bit of a curve to it. You can see that. Looks pretty nice. The back showing the dual SIM capabilities or micro SD card. Let's peel that off. Oh, wow. Now that is nice looking. That is a gorgeous looking phone. Oof, that's pretty stunning. I've never owned too many red phones. That one is nice. That is really, really nice looking. And I can say this is definitely more well built than the Nuu Mobile G1 that I reviewed. The G1 was definitely, a $99 smartphone. You could tell, it was real plain Jane, plastic back, things like that. So let's get that started up. This is a way to reach out to their customer service and things like that. You get your paperwork. We don't need that. And you're going to get a clear case. That's one of the things, is finding accessories for these phones, the Nuu Mobile. It's kind of tough. They were a startup a couple years ago, so there's not too many manufacturers producing cases for them. So they do give you a clear case in the box. That's pretty cool. They actually had a clear case in the G1 that I reviewed, plus a tempered glass screen protector, which I thought was really, really cool. You don't see that in here. There's no tempered glass, just the clear case. We'll actually throw the clear case on, see how it fits. So it goes on, nothing special, very, very thin. It's not even going to give you any type of drop protection at all, but it will protect from scratches and things like that. Let's see what else we got. We have our charging brick, Nuu Mobile charging brick, 5 volts, USB. You have a headphone dongle right here, and that is USB Type-C to 3.5. So that means the charging on this is got to be USB Type-C. That is pretty impressive at a $200 price point. Yes, sir, it is. USB Type-C charging. So that's going to be really nice. And then you have a SIM injection tool. So not bad at all. At this price point, USB Type-C charging. So you're going to get some type of quick charging, I would assume. Let's go. Insert SIM card. But let's look at the phone a little bit more. You have the power button on the side. Let's take this little wrinkly case off. So you have the power button on the side, which is ridged. Then you have your volume rockers. On this side, nothing. Down the bottom, you have 2 speaker grills, but it looks to me as only one of them is the actual speaker and one is a microphone. USB Type-C, antenna lines. Definitely looks like a Galaxy S8 if you ask me. Even the antenna lines on the top. Your SIM card on the top. Doesn't look like any more microphones. And then your dual camera setup back there with the flash. So I'm going to get this baby all set up, and I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll talk more about the phone. So I'm back, guys. I've had some time to play around with it, go through the interface, look at some of the settings, listen to some video, watch some video, mess around with the cameras a little bit. And overall, I'm pretty impressed. For 200 bucks, I thought this thing would be pretty sluggish. It's actually kind of sped through everything I needed it to do. The MediaTek processor seems to be doing fine. The screen, 720p, do have bezels top and bottom, but it is an 18:9 aspect ratio. It's actually not bad looking. You know, it's sleek. For 720p, it's nice. There is a thing in the settings. Whoa, knocked over Tom Brady. In the settings, you go to display, and then it says mirror vision right here. And this is like a tuner for your display. So you go in here, you can go to picture mode, standard, vivid, or user mode where you can customize it yourself. I went with vivid the way I like it. And then you have down here video enhancement, dynamic contrast. It kind of shows you what it looks like. I have it on. You turn it off, it's kind of more muted. And then if you turn it on, it's kind of like more dynamic range to it. That's the way I like it. So I'm going to leave it on that. But definitely check that out if you guys have this phone, that mirror vision right there. It's trademarked. I think it works good. It helped out a lot for me. I leave auto brightness on right now, but I thought that was a pretty cool setting. I did go into my about, and then you go to build number, and you tap on it 7 times, become a developer, and then I sped up the animations to 0.5. That's something that I recommend doing on phones like this. I even do it on some of my flagship phones. It just speeds up all the animation in between things, all the animations that you would have, you know, scrolling between things. So it speeds it up for me. It's something I do. But, you know, overall the screen itself looks nice. The speed has been nice. I just loaded a few apps. I didn't load, you know, every app that I use. But, you know, you got Instagram. Everybody posting their CES stuff, making me jealous as heck right now. I wish I was at CES, but definitely next year. There'll be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will be at CES. So, you know, I'm pretty impressed with this so far. Look at the camera. I took a picture of Tom right here, and let's see if we can zoom that in. Look at that. The quality is actually pretty good. Now, this is under, you know, optimal lighting, so I'm assuming, you know, when the lighting's not that good, you're probably not going to have the best, you know, quality. But you snap it, you heard it that quick, and you get a fairly good picture. Now, let's check the front-facing camera. Boom. Not too bad. 13 megapixels, and 5 on the rear, and that will give you the ability to do portrait mode. You cannot do portrait mode on the rear camera. I mean, on the front camera. It is not going to give you that option. But you can do it on the rear. You have portrait mode. You have video. And let's see what it offers us for video. Video quality is full 1080p. I believe 30 frames per second. You can change the white balance and anti-flicker you can put on. You can put the microphone on or off. We'll leave that on. And then you can actually add a scene mode if you want. We'll leave that off. So the video, 1080p, I'm sure it's going to be okay maybe. Then you have beauty mode, photo, portrait, beauty mode, and panorama. So, you have a decent amount of settings in the camera app. Right here, you have your app drawer. But overall, this is pretty similar to stock Android. You have your Google Now right here. And now, then you can add more pages. You get your Google Assistant if you hold down. There you go. It's loading up. I wasn't completely done setting it up with the Google Assistant, but you go Google Assistant like that. I'll probably throw Nova Launcher on here, possibly, because that's the way I like to run Nova Launcher. I like to add a few gestures and things like that. But connectivity, I made a couple phone calls. Everything worked good. Sent some text messages. Worked great. You have voice over LTE. This is running T-Mobile. It is a GSM unlocked. I have a T-Mobile SIM in it. Works great. Actually get Wi-Fi calling also. So that's pretty cool for me. The coverage seems to be good. Download speeds are all right. No problems there on Wi-Fi and over data on LTE. Everything seems to be working pretty good. Overall, the things so far so good. It's been running pretty good. It's a nice looking device. It really is. I'm pretty impressed with the look of it and so far the performance. But obviously, over more testing, I'm going to have to perform and check out more of the performance. The single firing rear bottom speaker, we'll check that out. It's not anything to brag about. See if we got anybody in my sub feed. If not, we can listen to, well, we'll just listen to some copyright free music. Let's see what we got. They normally have some pretty good stuff. It is one speaker. If you cover it up, you do get a little bit of sound. But you have the dual speaker grills. Dual speaker grills. One looks like it has a mic hidden in it, and the other one is your speaker. Now you can cover it when you're holding the phone like this, listening, watching videos. You can cover it, but sounds okay. A little tinny, but not too bad. Overall, not bad for this price point. I've seen worse on much more expensive phones. Let's look at, see if we can get some video quality. We'll do a 4K video. Obviously, it's not going to be 4K, but it's going to give us the highest quality that we can check out. I like to watch this video right here. 720, maxed out. That's what the screen is. Do get picture in picture, everything like that. There it goes. It's running Android 8.0. Oreo. There you go. Not bad looking. Scroll ahead, we'll get some more colors. Definitely not a bad looking screen at all. You can zoom out or zoom in full 18:9, back out. So anyways, like I said, not bad looking at all for a 720p display. Look at top manufacturers like Apple, still put in 720p displays in some of their top expensive phones. No, every 720p display is not the same. Every display in general is not the same. So Apple's display is definitely a little bit better, but maybe I can compare my iPhone XR to this and we can show you the differences in 720p screens. But this is a $200 price point, and so far it's checking a lot of boxes. This is just a first impression, guys. I'm definitely going to be checking this out more, and I'll have my full review coming in a couple of weeks. I want to really put this thing through its paces. And Nuu Mobile is having a bunch of things unveiled at CES right now, so stay tuned for coverage of that. I've been seeing a lot of things going on there. Go check out Nuu Mobile on Instagram and Twitter. There's a lot of things going on. They have a new G4, and it looks like a couple of other phones that they might be dropping. But this is definitely a company you want to check out because they're definitely on the rise. They're putting out entry-level or budgets, whatever you want to call them, smartphones, but they're packing tons of specs in these phones. It really is. If you get a fingerprint sensor that works pretty good on this, just not as fast as some other phones, maybe, but it's quick. Plus, you got face unlock. See if we can get the face unlock to work behind it. Boom. Pretty quick. Now, face unlock's not going to be the craziest, most secure thing on this smartphone, but it is another option to unlock your phone. Again, $200 price point. This thing's pretty feature-packed. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up with this. I will catch you later on with my full review in a couple weeks. Stay tuned for that and much more. I have a ton of products for 2019 already stacked up that I got to review, so stay tuned. And I have a couple other things that will be happening on the channel pretty soon. So if you're not subscribed, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.